The Vikings made one new addition to their roster while also having two players in waiting to make their return, all on offense. The Vikings last night, making it back-to-back seasons, traded for Cam Akers pending a physical. Houston, they get a 2026 conditional 6th-round pick, and the Vikings also get a 2026 conditional 7th-round pick. So essentially, the Vikings gave up nothing for this trade of Cam Akers. And for the draft purists out there that are swearing, well, you never know, a 6th-round pick, that's not giving up nothing. That's certainly something. Yeah, once in a while you get a Jalen Nailor, but for every Jalen Nailor, there's 1,000 Armon Watts. The Vikings essentially gave up a conditional Jalen Twyman. Some may have concerns with this move as far as, oh, what does this mean for Aaron Jones? Got banged up against the Jets, had to come out for that game. He's been practicing. I have no doubts that he will be available, if not for the Detroit game, then the Thursday night game to follow against the LA Rams. He's been practicing. I think this is more to do about adding quality depth. It has nothing to do with Aaron Jones and everything to do with Ty Chandler. Ty Chandler has been a disaster this season. He has had one good game all year against San Francisco. Conversely, Cam Akers with the Houston Texans, the first game against the Patriots, he had 2 attempts. That doesn't really count. The remaining 4 games that the Texans have played, Ty Chandler had 1 good game all year. Conversely, Cam Akers has had 1 bad game all season. Ironically enough, against the Minnesota Vikings. Cam Akers, 2 touchdowns on the year. Ty Chandler, 0 touchdowns. Cam Akers, I trust to handle pitch plays. Ty Chandler, I do not. You had to make this move when you consider Aaron Jones's injury history. You need an insurance policy for that, but also to make a full-on upgrade replacement at RB2 with the disappointing Ty Chandler. Making the move, trading for Cam Akers was nice, but I don't think it stops there. With the Vikings being very much active in the trade market, I think they are going to make a splash trade before the trade deadline. It's going to be for either, bold prediction here, Dexter Lawrence or Jeffrey Simmons, bolstering up the interior defensive line. With the Giants currently at 2-4 and the Titans at 1-4, they are prime at least to listen to offers. Giants fans, evidently, a chord has been stricken whenever Dexter Lawrence gets mentioned by content creators. Your team stinks. They suck. Any team that sucks ass, other teams are going to be calling that suck-ass team to try to trade for their best asset. Get over it. If you're a content creator, you'd be stupid not to mention, hey, maybe we should trade for Dexter Lawrence. Figure it out. Deal with it. That's your problem, not mine. And Jeffrey Simmons, Dexter Lawrence, if you are able to trade for him, you're probably looking at least 2 first-round picks. Do you want to do that? That's a whole discourse for another video. Jeffrey Simmons, probably be cheaper, a first-round pick and some change. Either way, I'm good with those moves, but I think they're going to make a play for one of those players. Sticking with the Vikings and possible roster additions, or at least for these next 2 guys, a return to the team. Dalton Risner, still on IR. His practice window has been opened. He's going to be available soon, and he mentioned recently, I'll play left or right guard, wherever it is that they want me, I'll play. It's time to get uncomfortable here. What is Dalton Risner's best asset as a player? His best skill set, I should say, as a player, is pass protection. His run blocking is ass, bottom of the barrel, objectively speaking. Ed Ingram, as bad as he's been, playing like booty all year, his run blocking is so much better than Dalton Risner's. So then the question becomes, what is more valuable to this team, to this offense? Talking about the right guard position and this offensive line. The pass protection or the run blocking. I do believe after what we saw during the Jets game, after Aaron Jones went out, that Aaron Jones is the MVP of this offense. You saw what happened. Sam Darnold, when everything was on his shoulders to make something happen, it was tough to watch. Especially having a guy like Ty Chandler take over that's going to give you nothing to work with. As much as it pains me to say, and also considering Sam Darnold, this isn't Kirk Cousins we're talking about, a guy that just stands in the pocket like a statue. Sam Darnold maneuvers around in the pocket. He's at least able to sense pressure. And the run blocking, how elite it has been collectively, the lanes that these running backs have had, well, really Aaron Jones, has had to work with, to where he's not even really getting contact until he reaches the second level. As much as it pains me to say, I think Ed Ingram is more valuable to this team right now than Dalton Risner. Your thoughts in the comments section below. And lastly, TJ Hockenson, he's been practicing. Darren Wolfson says that he looks phenomenal and that he's ready to go based off of his eyes. And whether they decide to go ahead and play him this Sunday, we'll see. They may try to err on the side of caution, wait that off a few more days, and then play him Thursday night, short week, against the LA Rams. Either way, this is great news for this offense, great news for Sam Darnold, in that what we saw against the Jets, where he was just force-feeding Jefferson and Addison. Thankfully, the Jets have a really good defense. Thankfully, the Vikings aren't going to see that level of a defense the rest of the year. But this is going to make things easier for Sam Darnold. I believe, trying to look through the lens of a Sam Darnold, that he's going to view Hockenson equally as he does Jefferson and Addison. So now you have three playmakers. This is going to make things so much better for this offense and give this offense a chance to catch up to the dominance that the defense has been showing so far. I don't think the offense will match the Vikings defense this year, but it's at least going to get one step closer in that regard. So one addition, two players in waiting, Cam Akers, Dalton Risner, TJ Hockenson, only means good things for this Vikings team. We'll see you tomorrow.